What's up, people? If you, like myself, has had any experience with changing shocks, struts, sway bar links, I'm gonna give you my take. So this is where we're at right now. I just finished and put the wheel back on to this side. Now, I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I'm excited. But this was a painstaking process that took days for me to do. But since I'm done, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over some of the points that caused me problems, and I'm sure you're gonna run into also if you haven't done this before. Me, I've done this once before, but it was so long ago, it was like doing it again. So I'm gonna share my problems with you for me in the future, so I can look back and see what I need to do to get this job done, because there were a lot of hiccups where I want to throw this stuff away or call a flatbed truck to have somebody else finish it. But what I have for the job, I'm gonna go through some of the stuff here. So I got a breaker bar. I didn't have one of those before. I just had a long wrench. But I got this. I'm gonna leave a link to most of this stuff in the description if I purchased it. If I just had it for 10, 20, 30 years ago, I won't have a link in the description. But I had to buy a new can of this. This lasted a long time, but it kind of ran out during this job. I'm using some metric sockets mixed with some SAE ones, but mostly metric. I don't remember the number to everything, but I did get this cool tool that didn't work on the nuts and bolts of the car, but it worked on the rented tools that I bought, or rented tools that I rented from your local rental store. This helped out a lot. This is SAE. It's not metric, but it still worked. So this saved me lots of time on this, and also helped me get through this job, because I wouldn't have been able to do it without it. I also have a cordless impact wrench, which helps, but you cannot finish the job with just this, because it's just certain spaces that you can't get into with this length. So that's when this came in, the impact wrench. For this job, and yes, it made it a lot easier than the last time I did this several years ago. I believe it was 5 years ago. Yeah, exactly 5 years ago. So I put the tire back on, and let's see if you can see. Okay, so right there, the blue, I put on some new sway bar links, and also up under, can't see it. Should have left the tire off. Yeah, so I put on some new sway bar links right here. Here and here, top and bottom. And also I'll put on a new bushing for the sway bar. And this thing, man. Okay, so it comes on this way. It's placed on this way. But when I put it back on, I put it back on this way, and it did not work. So make sure you put it on the way you take it off. Is with this little this side right here that opens up at the top and not at the bottom, because the new one that I bought right here the circumference of it in here on the inside does not fit the sway bar pole. Yeah, it does not fit the sway bar pole. So putting it on upside down like this way didn't work. And also, this is some really hard plastic. I needed to use a flathead screwdriver, and there's some other piece of iron to stick in between here in order to get open. Let's see. Oh, these things right here. I rented these from my local auto parts store. They come in a set of 2. Let's see if I can open this. Okay, there you go. So you get 2 in a pack. But as you can see, I got 4. Because you can put these on 2 sides of your coil spring. I don't know. It's just a hassle. You need more than 2, in my opinion. 3 is good. 4 is even better. But really, you need at least 3, because you can clamp these down on the spring. I can't show you now because it is seriously frustrating trying to record or just trying to do this job without having to worry about recording for someone. But like I was saying, I use 3 of these things. You can clamp the springs in a certain spot, but in order to take the top nut of the spring off this part, in order to take this part off, you need to put another one of these somewhere on the side to bring it down even further. It's frustrating. I don't think there's any way I could record it and show you, but you use 2 on one side to squish it down. Then once you squish it down, you still need more room in order to get this thing on top. So that's why I needed to put these on the other 2 opposite sides to squish it down even more. So that helped me get the top one. Extremely frustrating, extremely hard. But after I got it on, I was able to get the top on and off. But before you pull the string out, you got 3 bolts in the back of the trunk. You have to take whatever this plastic piece apart is. On here, you need to take it off. That's what this is. And that's what that part is. So these things go in there. And you got a little screw right there. Once you unscrew that, then you can pull the whole thing out the back. Once you pull the whole thing out the back, then you can access 1, 2, and there's a 3rd one under here that's really hard to get, but it works pretty well with a long one of these. And the side I used was this side, so 5/8. No, I used this side, which is, can you see it? 9/16. Yeah, there it is, 9/16. Come on, focus. There we go. So I use that side to get that done. So 1, 2, and 1 on this side. That's way deep back under there. 3. That's how you get it loose. This is a frustrating job. Oh, here's the old one that I took off. Oh, and this part, this is frustrating. Each bolt on here is hard. It's frustrating. I had to kind of bang at this with a hammer to get it out. If I can, I'll show a video of it, but it's seriously hard to do, hard to video when the job itself is extremely hard. I'm just making this video to say that, hey, it was done, it was accomplished. I didn't accomplish it in one day or 3 hours like any seasoned mechanic would tell you how to do. I'm not a seasoned mechanic. I have problems doing this, but I can tell you that it can be done. But you are going to run into problems, and the problems that you're going to run into are the ones I mentioned before, and every bolt is just not going to come out. So get you some PB blaster or some liquid wrench or something, and when you spray it on there, it's still not going to come loose. And you're just going to have to take like a hammer and then take another hammer, my other hammer somewhere, but put the ball point on a piece of metal, not here, but you know what I'm saying. You put this on there, and then you take the other hammer and you just bang it. You squirt it, then you bang it with 2 hammers, and you just keep doing that over and over again. Let the PV blaster sit in, and it makes this job kind of doable, but it is extremely hard. The sway bar link was sort of easy, but like I said, you got to make sure you do it the right way. Don't put it on like, if this is the part that opens up, put it back on that way. If you put it on this way, it's not going to work, because this barely, there's no room, there's no wiggle room with this. It really is tight and flush, but it'll work. So oh yeah, and the bushing, my bushing thing didn't come off. So, and the reason it didn't come off is because this tool right here was, let's see, I think, let's see which one of these two has the old one in it. Okay, so that's the new one. And that's the old one. Okay, so this I had to crunch with some vice grips, because this part is stripped. So I couldn't use this tool to go in there and hold it. So I had to get, oh, they're not over there. Oh. So I had to get some vice grips to squeeze down on that, so I could twist the, so I could use this and twist this off. And it pretty much ruined this one, but I was taking this one off anyway, so it didn't matter that I ruined it. But it was stripped. This didn't work, but it works on the new one. It works on the new one. So these are just some of the problems I ran into. Another thing that helps is once you get the car jacked up, placing this under the control arm and jacking it up again will give you some pressure, or leave some pressure to pull off some of these parts. But those are my tips. This is a hard job. It's doable, but it's frustrating. Also, the thing that helped me out is some tape. As you can see right here, these have some safety features on them, which are great. But when you're trying to compress this this strut compressor, these get in the way. So as you can see right here, these get in the way. If these are out the way, which is what I did, I taped these down. I don't advise doing it because they're a safety precaution, and I don't want you to go against safety. Like wearing your glasses, you should wear your glasses for safety, but I put tape on these so I can get some more space. Because with this in the way, I couldn't compress the spring enough. With this out of the way, I could really compress the spring. And this spring really needs to be compressed in order for you to put on or remove this bolt here. It's not much, you don't have any slack. So I need to get these tight as I could, which is why I had 4 instead of just 2. Yeah, I ordered 2 boxes because without compressing it tight with 2 and then getting this on the other 2 springs that are higher and compressing it, I wouldn't have been able to get it off the top nut at all. So those are the things that help me. This is a video for me to remember how to do this again later, and also to help any person that's in the middle of being stuck on this thing, because this is frustrating. Matter of fact, I'm enjoying making this video now instead of getting back to the job and doing the other side. Like I said, I finished one side, and since I finished that one, I guess I can do the other side. But man, this is a long process. This one should go quicker, but it is a hard job. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. Buy any of the parts in the description below. Also, I sell other Android boxes. If you want to buy some of those, get rid of your cable. Anyway, just go check out my website. I do quite a few things. And if you watch this video, let me know in the comments, and preferably go over to my website, read the frequently asked questions, and it'll be more info than this video on how to get through the rest of this project, because this is a doozy. So thanks for watching. Good luck to you. I hope this helps.